Did you know that one of the world's most valuable companies, Apple, started in a garage? The year was 1976, and two friends, Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, embarked on a journey that would transform the tech world. Their vision? To make computers small enough for people to have them in their homes or offices. A lofty goal, considering the computers of the time took up entire rooms. This duo was undeterred, and with Wozniak's technical know-how and Jobs' knack for marketing, they set up shop in a small garage in California. This was no Silicon Valley-style office with all the bells and whistles. It was a humble, cluttered space filled with wires, circuit boards, and dreams of the future. They faced their fair share of hurdles, not least of which was the lack of funding. Their initial capital was a mere $1,300, raised from selling Jobs' Volkswagen van and Wozniak's scientific calculator. With this paltry sum, they set about creating the first Apple computer, the Apple I. But financial constraints were not their only challenge. The tech industry was a skeptical beast, reluctant to embrace the idea of personal computers. The prevailing sentiment was that computers were the domain of scientists and large corporations, not everyday people. But Jobs and Wozniak were steadfast in their belief. They knew that they were onto something big. They toiled day and night, refining their designs, overcoming technical issues, and slowly but surely, the Apple I came to life. It was a primitive machine by today's standards, but it was a start. It was the embodiment of their vision, a testament to their unwavering resolve. From these humble beginnings, Apple has grown into a global tech giant, a household name synonymous with innovation and quality. But let's not forget where it all began, in a garage with two friends, a dream, and a lot of determination. From a garage to a global tech giant, Apple's journey began with a dream and a lot of determination. Apple's journey to the top wasn't without its fair share of trials and tribulations. The company's first major obstacle came from within. In 1985, due to internal disagreements, Apple's co-founder Steve Jobs was asked to step down from his post. This was a huge blow for the company, as Jobs was the driving force behind Apple's vision and innovation. While Jobs' exit left a void in Apple's leadership, the company also faced fierce competition from emerging players in the tech industry, most notably Microsoft. In the late 80s and early 90s, Microsoft's Windows operating system began to dominate the personal computer market, leaving Apple's Macintosh struggling to keep up. Then came the unsuccessful product launches. The Apple III, released in 1980, was plagued with hardware issues and failed to impress the market. Similarly, the Lisa, which was launched in 1983, was a commercial failure. Despite being technologically advanced for its time, its high price tag made it unattainable for the average consumer. These failures were not just financial setbacks for Apple, but they also tarnished the company's reputation. The once pioneering company was now being perceived as out of touch and unable to meet consumer needs. But Apple was not one to back down easily. The company pushed through these challenges, learning from its mistakes and refining its approach. It continually invested in research and development and never lost sight of its commitment to bring innovative and user-friendly technology to the market. In the face of adversity, Apple's resilience was commendable. The company weathered the storm, used its failures as stepping stones, and turned its fortunes around. It was this innovative spirit and relentless pursuit of excellence that kept Apple moving forward. Despite these hurdles, Apple's innovative spirit kept it moving forward. Just when things seemed bleak, Apple made a comeback that changed the tech world forever. In the late 90s, Apple was on the brink of bankruptcy. It was a dark time and all seemed lost. But then, in a twist of fate, the prodigal son returned. Steve Jobs, who had been ousted from Apple 12 years prior, took the reins once again. With his return, the tech giant began a journey that would forever change the landscape of the industry. Under Jobs' leadership, Apple introduced the iMac in 1998. The iMac was not just a computer, it was a statement. With its unique design, superior performance, and a focus on the user experience, the iMac was a breath of fresh air in a market dominated by dull, beige boxes. It signaled a new beginning for Apple, a sign that the company was ready to challenge the status quo and innovate. But the iMac was just the beginning. In 2001, Apple launched the iPod, a portable music player that transformed the way we listen to music. The iPod made music accessible and portable, enabling people to carry 1,000 songs in their pocket. It was a game changer, and it set the stage for the revolution that was about to come. In 2007, Apple unveiled the iPhone. The iPhone was not just a phone. It was a mini computer, a music player, a camera, and so much more. It redefined what a phone could be and set the benchmark for smartphones. Then came the iPad in 2010, a device that bridged the gap between smartphones and computers. The iPad offered a new way to browse the web, consume media, and interact with apps, further cementing Apple's place at the forefront of the tech industry. These groundbreaking products, born out of Steve Jobs' vision and Apple's commitment to innovation, brought the company back into the spotlight. They revolutionized the tech industry and redefined our relationship with technology. With Jobs back at the helm, Apple was not just surviving, it was thriving. After the passing of Steve Jobs, many questioned the future of Apple, but the company had other plans. When the reins of Apple were handed over to Tim Cook, there was an atmosphere of uncertainty. The company had lost its visionary, and many wondered if Apple would be able to maintain its innovative edge. Cook, however, stepped into his role with grace, proving he was more than capable of leading the tech titan into its next chapter. Under Cook's leadership, the company has continued to introduce new products and services, further solidifying its position as a pioneer in the tech industry. The launch of the Apple Watch, for instance, marked the company's entrance into the world of wearables. The sleek design, combined with its health and fitness features, made it an instant hit. Today, it's not unusual to see an Apple Watch on the wrist of tech enthusiasts and health-conscious individuals alike. Similarly, Apple Music, the company's entry into the streaming market, has shown the company's ability to adapt and thrive in new sectors. Despite stiff competition, Apple Music has managed to carve out a substantial share of the market, demonstrating once again the company's knack for creating products and services that resonate with consumers. Apple has also continued to push the boundaries in terms of technological advancements, from the introduction of facial recognition technology in the iPhone X to the development of the powerful M1 chip for its Macs. The company has shown that innovation is still at the heart of its operations. The post-Jobs era has been one of continued growth and success for Apple. The company has not only managed to maintain its market dominance, but has also continued to shape the future of technology. Through its innovative products and services, Apple has shown that it remains a force to be reckoned with in the tech industry. Even without Jobs, Apple has continued to push the boundaries of what's possible in tech. So, what does the future hold for Apple? Based on Apple's illustrious history of innovation, it's not outlandish to predict a future filled with even more groundbreaking advancements. Let's delve into some of the areas that Apple may revolutionize next. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is one such area. Apple has already dipped its toes into AI with Siri, but there's much more potential to be explored. Imagine a world where your devices don't just respond to your commands but anticipate them, where your iPhone learns your routines, your likes, your dislikes, and adjusts accordingly. It's a future where technology becomes even more personal, and Apple, with its knack for creating user-friendly interfaces, is perfectly positioned to lead the way. Then there's augmented and virtual reality, or AR and VR. Apple's ARKit has laid the groundwork, but the company could very well be the one to bring AR and VR into everyday use. Imagine a world where your morning run is a race against dinosaurs, or your living room becomes the setting for an epic space battle. It's a future where the lines between the physical and digital worlds blur, and Apple's emphasis on design and user experience makes it a strong contender in this field. And let's not forget autonomous vehicles. While Apple's Project Titan is shrouded in mystery, the company's history of disrupting industries suggests that it could make a significant impact in this area. A future where vehicles are not just modes of transportation but extensions of our digital lives is a tantalizing prospect. And Apple's expertise in hardware and software integration could make this a reality. Indeed, Apple's past challenges and successes have prepared it for all this and more. Its ability to innovate, to push boundaries, to create products that people love, all these are qualities that will serve it well as it moves into the future. As we look to the future, one thing is clear. Apple's journey is far from over.